Welcome back. We are going to be doing the M. Okay, so for those of you that are struggling with the M, let me show you how. We're going to take the mystery out of it. Okay, so let's get set up with our drawing and I'll keep referring back to that. All right, remember, the first thing that we do always is we put in those very famous and most important vanishing points. Okay, so once we get that in, then we're going to decide where is that edge of our M going to be. Now you can put that first line on here wherever you like. Bear with me as I switch over to my handy dandy pencil. And we're going to draw it over the horizon line, keeping this line parallel, perpendicular actually, that was a better word, perpendicular to what would be your horizon line. So that is step one. Step two, go back to the VP. We like our VP. Back to the VP in both directions. Remember to stop and start the video so that you can follow along. And as I do this in a way that makes it your own in some ways. So like here, I've got step two, but now step three is to decide how thick do you want your M this way and how wide do you want it this way. So let's decide that. You decide. I do is I lay my ruler down on my first vertical line and I roll it over and I decide how wide do I want that M. So I'm going to go pretty wide. I can do it right there. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's decide how wide we want the front of the M. Take your ruler, drag it over. That looks maybe pretty good. Maybe a little, no, I like it right there. Oh, maybe no there. No, okay, no, I like it there. Let's do this. Okay, now next step. This is looking pretty good. Now eventually you would erase these lines off of here, but we can save that for later. Now the one thing that is important to note about the M is that if you were to draw the M face on, right, this part of the M should be centered on the M, right? So to do that, we have to find the center of your side of your M over here. So to do that, what you do is you take your ruler from corner to corner, and you can make this line pretty light. Hopefully you can see my lines okay on the camera. And what this does is it finds the very middle of that M. Okay, so that is your middle point of your M. So we're going to draw a parallel line from this line and this line straight through the middle of this X marks the spot, just like that. Okay, now some of this stuff will come out later, but it'll help you. So, okay. Then what you can decide is, let's do the thickness of your M here and here, like the parts that come down. So again, another parallel line to the first vertical. And I'm going to draw this line all the way up, but I can erase some later. Now, being that things shrink as they go into the distance, this should be narrower over here. Just do your best guess on that. I'm going to do mine right about like there. Again, keeping it parallel to all the other verticals. Okay, now you can probably start to see this forming a little bit. All right, so let's decide then, where do you want the peak of your inside of your M to end, okay? So let me get rid of this X because we don't necessarily need it anymore. We just needed it for that first line, middle line. Okay, so let's decide on here somewhere, how low do you want your M to go? So I'm going to say I want my M to come down right about here. Okay, so then I'm going to attach it to somewhere over here that we like. Okay, all right, let's say we decide we like that. Now, to decide where it is over here, what you need to do is line your ruler up on this edge right here to your vanishing point. And this is where that location is on this pillar, okay? So this comes off, because you don't obviously need that, but at least you know where it is, right? And this is lined up, if you notice, with the VP over here. Okay, so then I can take my center line and go up to that other dot on the other pillar. And now we've got the center of our M drawn. Believe it or not, you are almost done. Now decide on the M middle also, movement, where do you want, how much depth do you want this here? Now you can decide what angle you come up at. Maybe you just come up to the corner here, which would make your life really easy, because then you know you just need to come here, right? Okay, see the M starting to formulate. I'm going to erase some of these lines out of here so you can start to see it coming together. Get rid of some of my construction lines. Oop, I erased my line. Okay, we have 3 more lines to draw and we're done. Okay, so from this corner right here, it looks like it's empty over there. You see that? So we need to take that and go back to the VP, but don't draw through your letter. Once you hit a line, stop. And notice how it just sort of formulates that spot, which is awesome. Starting to look super cool 3D. Let's do that with the tip of the M. Back to the VP over here, lining up your ruler. Once you hit the M, you are going to stop. And I just broke my pencil. So we're going to do that with a marker. Okay. And we're going to line up, looks empty over here. Line up the bottom edge here with the VP. Again, stop once you hit the letter. And now you have a fabulous M, V, M. Please sign your M and submit it directly to me in a message. Thanks, guys.